Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna share a easy defuzzing yoga sesh with you. So just come into Trikonasana. We're gonna take it really easy. Just sweeping your arm in a nice juicy circle and then bending into that back leg. Reaching your arm up, bend a little bit more, bend the front leg and just move from your back to your front leg, just feeling the inner thighs open here. And then another lovely juicy circle with the arm, and a few more beautiful leg bends. You can drop your hand back if this feels available to you and grab hold of the top of your right thigh. And while you do, just gently move your neck from side to side. And then reaching your arm over again, just to move through into the center, placing both hands on the ground. Tail moves up to the sky. Melt your body down and just wriggle inside the cradle of the hips there for a bit. Take a nice deep breath. Just feel your body waking up with the day. And then just walk your hands over to the right side and bend one knee and then the other knee and feel just like a cat waking up, moving organically to open the body over to the other side. Feel that side body open, the rib cage getting that gorgeous stretch, those little intercostal muscles, and then we'll come over into Trikonasana, second side. But you're going to move your Trikonasana, so bending your front leg and your back leg, feeling into the inner thighs. And just taking a deep breath and reaching your arm alongside your head to just come into a juicy shoulder circle, so moving that arm in that full range of motion, and at the same time you're still playing with your legs, bending the back leg. Alright, nice deep breath as you send those fingers up to the sky and then round the back to grab hold of the top of the thigh. Just move your head a little bit, just feel like you're just reaching your neck long. Alright, good, and then coming out. Coming back to the center and just bend the knees again. It's like you're doing a wave just with the tail, and then you come down into horse pose and placing your elbows on your knees and just move from side to side like you're on a little track. And then we'll come all the way over to the right in ninja, and to begin with you're going to flex and bend that foot and then melt into it. Deep breath into the inner thigh. Alright, good, and let's go to the other side. So coming over to the other side, start out with pointing and flexing your foot to stretch the top of the foot, and then flexing it back, taking a nice deep breath. Alright, good, and then coming back to the center to come all the way up, and we'll stay here for a moment, interlace the hands behind the back, and then just drop them over your head as far as is available to you. Just stay there for a moment, just breathe, feel that delicious stretch in the shoulders. You can move your arms about a bit. Alright, good. And then come to the side to move all the way back into Uttanasana, standing forward bend, but come high up on your tippy toes. And then lower your heels down. Just taking a moment there, coming high up again, and then heels come down. Lift your toes up, shuffle about, feel your feet grounded into the earth. And then you can take your hands behind you and tap from your sacrum and up towards your neck as high as you can go, just waking up the energy through the kidney and bladder meridian. I like to take the heels of my hands and just stroke up the back. Then interlace them again and come over for that lovely invigorating shoulder stretch. Alright, good. Hands to the ground now, and coming into a downward dog. Take a short downward dog, and then we're going to bend the knees and straighten, sending the tail up and the heels down to the earth, and twist now to the side, so dropping the tail over to the right, reaching that hand up in a nice circle, then up, inhale back to the center, and then dropping the tail now to the left. Feel the stretch through the back, the side body. Reach that right hand up for a nice circle, and then back up to the center with an inhale. Short dog, melt the heart. Beautiful. All right, now step forward with the left leg and come into intense forward stretch. Just resting your whole torso over that leg wherever feels comfortable for you. Move your hips from side to side. They don't have to be squared here. We are waking up like a cat, just organically feeling the fabric. Just unlock and free us up for the day. You can move your head a little bit if that feels good. And then let's change sides. So right leg comes forward. And you can see I've got a little pulse going there, because it just feels so good. Just opening up through that leg a little deeper with a pulse. Nice deep breaths. Alright, and then stepping back into your downward dog and walking your hands all the way back. And we'll come down now into Mandukasana, wide knee child's pose, taking the knees as wide as they're willing to go, feet come together. And you'll start just coming down slowly, mindfully, until you reach a place that feels good. That might be higher than me, that might be lower than me. I don't know, melted into the earth. And when you're here, just become so quiet in your mind. Just feel the breath moving into the inner thighs. You can just rock and wriggle inside the cradle of the hips a bit there. One more deep breath as you come up. Alright, good. Bringing yourself all the way over now and onto your back. Hug your knees in there for a moment. Just little pulses. Easy, soft shoulders. Soft face. Now you're going to extend your left leg, keep your right knee hugged in for Pavamuktasana, squeezing that knee towards your chest. Now we'll just intensify it a bit. Take that right knee out to the side, so out to the right side, and bend your left leg underneath you. And if you're comfortable here, you can even take your left hand and tap around the groin and upper thigh area. Alright, good. Hug in again, and we'll go second side. First, Pavamuktasana, nice squeeze of that left knee into the chest. Then we'll bend the right underneath you. Sorry about my flamingo here, but look at the picture. It's exactly the same as we did. Left knee comes out to the diagonal. Right knee bends underneath the body. So right heel to left sitting bone. Alright, good. Now hug the knees in again. Alright, now we're going to take the right leg under the body, right? So Supta Virasana. And then, if available, reach that left leg long up behind you. Okay, so now you're feeling inner thigh and quadricep. This beautiful moment where you just feed your breath into your body. Just allowing wherever you are to be okay. Alright, second side. So now take your left leg, tuck it underneath your body, and your right leg reaches up and alongside your body. Now if this doesn't feel available, you can keep your right knee bent and hugged in, whatever works. Or you can even keep your right leg bent and just resting on your mat. Alright, nice and slowly coming out. Now we'll stretch the fronts of the feet by tucking the toes under to come into our Setu Bandha. Support your body here with your hands underneath your hips, fingertips facing the hip bones. And take a nice deep breath for this mini inversion. And then we'll come all the way over into Halasana. So plow pose. You can either keep your feet on the ground, or you can take your knees to your forehead. It's a lovely weighted feeling there. It's quite relaxing. And then come all the way back down. Nice deep breath. Hug your knees into your chest. And just melt into the stillness of wherever you are right now. Soften those little muscles around your eyes. Soften your face. And just feel your breath moving into your body. Alright, let's just bring those legs up So straighten them up and take both of them at the same time and draw them in towards you as far as you can. And then plant them back down and sweeping motion all the way up with your hands. It's just like you're moving the energy up your body, sweeping up. Now arch your back, keep your knees bent, interlace your hands and reach back while you wriggle your tail. And then you can take your feet back down to the ground, tuck those toes under and lift up. This is an amazing feeling. It just stretches the whole front of the body, the ribs, the intercostal muscles, the back. It's just such a gorgeous feeling. And then just pointing those toes again, rolling your toes over, stretching the fronts of the feet, and then flexing them out. So give that a try if you've never tried it before. It is so invigorating. Press into them, lift your tail up high. Feel the stretch in the front of the feet. And while you're resting here, you can just take your fingers to your hairline and just rake back a few times. Arch your back. This is really kitty cat stuff. Now, reaching your legs all the way forward to grow your body longer than you think you can. Reach the legs forward. All right. Now, you're going to come all the way up to sitting. And so coming into Baddha Konasana, the soles of the feet come together, drawn in towards the body, and we're going to give a little bit of love to our feet. Pay homage to those gorgeous feet that carry us through our lives. So starting out with either one, I've started out here with the right one, and just working. You don't have to be a reflexologist to know what feels good. Just work your thumbs, massaging through the arches of the feet, pressing underneath the pads of the feet, the balls of the toes, just getting into the bones of the feet. Right? You can squeeze the toes backwards and forwards. And then just plant your foot down so that you can get your thumbs to run through the crevices of the bones of the feet. And then you can work the tops of the feet and the ankle area, just moving that energy all the way up the shin. Just using your intuition to guide you. You can feel what feels good. So tapping now from the inside of the leg all the way up to the groin area and then tapping all the way back down. So we're working to stimulate the meridians that run along the inside of the leg. All right, let's go to the second side. My flamenco would like to check out what's going on there. Now you're going to work this side and notice, do your feet feel any different from one side to the other? So it's very normal if they do, but when you notice things about your body, you learn the language of your body. And so just spending some time on this side, working your fingers and your thumbs through the little bones and the spaces between the bones and up to the ankle area. And then working your hands all the way up again, up the shins. So my thumbs are pressing into my calves, the gastrocnemius, just massaging into the back of the leg. And my front fingers are massaging the front of the leg. And it feels delicious. All right. Now let's come all the way back down onto our backs and we are going to tap. So tapping underneath the collarbone area, just waking up the energy down the sternum. It's that bone between the chest, this beautiful area. And then we'll just rest our hands on our bellies and just breathe. Feel the breath. Just dropping into wherever you are right now. And then sweep those hands up towards your head as though you are sweeping clean your auric field, just brushing upwards, up towards the heart, sweeping up and all the way over, just brushing all the energy you no longer need away and bringing in all the good, and then just a few more taps underneath the collarbone and the chest area. Just acknowledging this peaceful stillness so that you can carry it with you into your day. Nice deep breaths, moving your head from side to side now, just loosening up finally the neck. As though you're saying no. And now we are going to take our hands interlaced behind the head, even though you can't see me, and lift the chin into the chest to stretch the back of the neck. Alright, good. And again, reach those hands back, bend the knees, take the feet off the ground, feel that arch. It's a whole different kind of stretch. And drop the knees to one side and then the other. Nice little gentle twist there. And you are ready for a beautiful day. Remember, your serenity helps other people around you to stay calm and have a beautiful day. So your yoga is for you and for everyone else. Namaste, my friends.